Hey everyone. So I'm responding to a comment that I got on my YouTube post where I talked about, being raised as a Cassie. And I said that, my definition of a Cassie is a broken little girl living inside the body of a grown woman. And this woman, it's saying Scorpio girl. So obviously this is a female. Her response to me is, she prayed all right. Please stop with this nonsense. So I get scared when I see comments like this when we're talking about a topic such as this, especially from a woman. And I'm afraid because, as a female, um, who potentially can become a mother if she's not one already, it makes me very scared when I see women making comments like this. Now, I'm not saying because someone is a woman, they should get a pass. Like if they're doing something they're not supposed to do, they should not get a pass. But if you've been paying attention to everything that's been going on with this situation, and I said this in another one of my videos, that when you see things out in the world, it's not a coincidence. Like these things are playing out in real time for us to actually learn from these situations. It's just not because remember, we're all here as spirits in human flesh, and we all signed up to come here and play different roles, right? So when you see people behave in a certain way, they have already agreed when they came here, this is what my life is going to be like. And again, these people are here to teach us a lesson if you're paying attention to it. And I said this in one of my videos, is that, we're doing a lot of finger pointing, but the thing is, they're teaching us things about ourselves. And when you see comments and the way people are responding to this situation right now, they're really speaking volumes about who they are as a person. Like they never use these opportunities to go inside and really say, what are some things about my own life that I may need to change and do better with. Like I'm just going to look at this as face value and just, I'm going to look at it externally instead of internalizing what you're seeing and seeing how you can relate to some of the things that you're seeing happening in real life, right? So the reason why I said I'm really afraid because she's a female in particular is that, and I'm going to do a separate video about this because I think I'm trying to talk about the fact that, we have these traumas that we have not faced, we have not tried to overcome. And we're here now being quote unquote grown ups, doing grown up things and not, tending to our traumas, the things that we have gone through as children. So I always say this over and over again, that when you have not dealt with your traumas from childhood, they show up in your adult life. So I asked her to expound, like, what do you mean? And she has not responded to me as yet. But what I want to ask is, what you're seeing like with Cassie and Diddy and a lot of people, you think that's normal behavior? You don't think something can be wrong with them? So when, even if you said she prayed all right, what does that mean? I think the point that I was trying to bring again is that when we don't deal with our traumas, when we don't deal with our, you know, the things that we've gone through as children, they show up in our adult lives. And when we don't address them, we end up becoming either the predator or the prey. That's the reality of life. I don't know how else to say it. This is not normal behavior, and this is when I get scared when people make these comments, because either you're the predator or you're the prey. It's one of the two. I don't think a lot of us have been able to come out of our childhoods not falling under one of those two categories. And then by the grace of, the creator, we have evolved, and we've learned from our mistakes. Some people don't. But it boggles my mind when people say what they're saying, because this is not normal behavior. Whether you feel like she prayed, it's these people are not well. And I think that's the point that I was trying to say. So when you say to me, please stop with what nonsense, but, but I realize that we got a lot of people who are not evolved, where they can't look at this from logic. If you think people behaving in this manner is normal, then something's wrong with you too. All these people are doing is playing out their pathologies for the whole world to see. And as I mentioned, when I see a woman, especially who has the potential to become a mother, or who is a mother, speaking like this, that means your kids are going to be messed up. So I'm saying all of this because we have to be mindful of the things that we say. As part of the human family, when someone comes forward and says that they have experienced abuse, we can't victim shame people. And in this abuse also includes Sean Combs. I mean, it's obvious that he was abused. It's obvious because they always say that hurt people hurt people. This man is acting out his abuse on other people. Like, I'm hurt, I got to feel better by making other people hurt as well. So that's what you're seeing here. So when someone makes a comment like this, it's very scary to me, because that means if someone comes to you, and like even your own child, if they come to you and say, look, something's wrong, are you going to discount their feelings? If maybe not your child themselves, but what about one of your children's friends will come to you, and this is what I'm talking about when I say how, when we see young people acting out, all instead of us as adults going to them and saying, is there a way that I can help you? What can I do to assist you? We start gossiping about them. And this is what this looks like. Like, you don't have sympathy for people because you're not even looking at it from a logical place. This is an emotional response. That's not a logical response, because a logical response says that you have carefully looked at this situation and you realize that there are some pathologies going on here. Normal human beings don't act the way most of us act. And you see, I put myself in it too, because that's why I said I'm a Cassie too, because I was definitely operating from my unhealed self. And it's something that I'm still working on today. Like, there's no way that I could actually sit here, because I would be fake if I would say that I still am not working through some of my stuff that I experienced when I was a child. I think we all are if we acknowledge it. Some of us don't even want to acknowledge that we've been through things as children. We don't even want to heal. Some of us rather just walk around with our pathology and, use that as an excuse for our bad behavior. So again, I need people to be mindful of what they're saying, because it really shows your character too. It shows that you need some help too, if you're honest.